Hello again. No, Springload, if you're there. No, I was just in the middle of shit. Not literally. So slightly better now. Find nearby colliders. Really? This seems enormously expensive. And I don't have any music, so let's fix that too. Thank you. I didn't go very far. I did a couple of minor bits and bobs. Well, hopefully Direwolf should see a substantial improvement to his base performance, but what he really needs to do... Actually, to be fair, most of his issue was mass storage ports, foul cores, and turbines. None of which you really put in a room. I do reckon putting the turbines in a room, in a clean room, might be thematically correct, though. Okay. Ran out of space. I did do some performance though. 200. Okay. Well, yeah. See, that's interesting because I'm seeing 60 odd colliders. 60 for 60 ish colliders at 18 calls per fixed update. No, it's pizza night tonight. No, it's pizza. Does the stream not say the right thing? It's Tuesday. Tuesday is pizza these days. I haven't tried it in ages. I don't want Chinese. But no, basically, same as always on Tuesdays. I'll stream until my pizza comes, and then you can all get stuffed because all of you are less good than pizza. As they say, pizza's like sex. If it's good, it's great. And if it's bad, it's still pretty good. And just say what I can do about this. It's actually quite an expensive function. So resolve movement calls... Great, thanks, Unity. That's actually still a bit expensive, that one. We'll come back to that. Yeah, resolve movement, find nearby colliders. So that's taking 1/3 of a millisecond. Which is not too bad, but... it's just the way it is, Springlow. That's just my life. I'll tell you what I am going to do, though, temporarily, is I am going to... Because I can't work out how I've got 60 colliders. Unless... what's his face? What's his face? What is his face? Direwolf literally has 60 of these things. I don't think he does. No, bots. I just had a brief break. But now I'm back. I'm streaming until my pizza gets here. It should be, I don't know, hour and a half, maybe an hour. Where's my mouse cursor? There it is. Because he's still not learned the differences in the... Hello, cat. All right. Right, did that not work? Draw a line between M. I'm a bit confused now. I was expecting to see a whole bunch of lines coming out from the player between the player and the center of the collider. And I am not. So I am confused. Huh? What? I can't believe you. Oh. Okay, now I'm really confused. Fixed update, local player fixed update, update movement, resolve movement, find nearby colliders, virtually free. So interestingly, that's pretty bad actually. Like, I'd like to say it's only a quarter of a millisecond. The problem is I've only got 16. So this is like 4% of a frame or something like that. So now we are near 53 colliders. Okay, that does seem like too many. Wait, we're near 53 colliders? Sure, but we weren't when I was over here. Okay, I guess the things hadn't registered. It might be that like stuff like the lifts just need to disable their thank you. But yeah, there's a limit to what I can do, but he does happen to have picked a bunch of machines in his base, and a lot of them that I haven't optimized in a while. So we should see, or we are seeing, quite a jump. So that's good. I don't actually understand why. So right now we have... Oh, I probably touched the debugger. Haha. I'll tell you what I can do, or I will do. So I don't quite understand at what point we get like suddenly 50 colliders. I wander over to the room because that's got a collider on it. Just remember which way it is. There we go. Aha! I only see 2 colliders. What's going on? It's not too bad. The problem is he hasn't. This is his first playthrough with all the changes. Like he didn't have mass storage or cargo lift or anything last time. Do you know what? We've only got 2. Okay, so either the door is adding like 30 colliders per door, or I don't know what the other thing could be. No, there's only 2. One, 0, 1, 0, 1. We've reset that. Yeah, there. So we actually only have 2 colliders. But we are... Collider count. But most of them are null. The thing is, so Direwolf unfortunately didn't didn't do all he could do when it came to performance, and he's showing it off, and his draw distance is beginning to suffer, and that is not a good advert for the game. The problem is you can quadruple the speed of your game without making any particular different look to the base. Like, I could make your base run 10 times quicker and you couldn't tell probably. Oh. Falcor line 702. Okay. And had, what's it called? Game state. Assume that the player instance was null. Let's go back into that world. What? You mean the low orbit in the one that you build? You mean the low orbit ion cannon? Hold on, we've got to wait for the OET to actually... You mean that? No. How is it? You mean the one that flies just above the OET? There's the OET. That is the thing you charge. What? No, no, Siri. Shut up, Siri. And holy shit, I just updated Facebook Messenger and it will not shut up. It will not shut up about... Why, do you want notifications? No. Do you want notifications? No. Do you want notifications? Still no. Still no notifications. Like literally every time I do something in the Messenger app, it's like, do you want notifications? Still no. Anyway, you only get this when you build the OET. And then it flies in. Okay, let's... The confusing thing is why we had a peak of 63 colliders, by the way. But I would say we've got the frame rate up from 17 to about 30 to 40. Then you were wrong. I mean, no, it's literally, it's part of that machine. It's not in the world. It's attached to that machine. God, that guy on fucking Twitter last night got angry with me for me telling him he was wrong. And he's like, guy's doing this. I'm like, it can't be. It's going to be this. No, it isn't. I'm not hallucinating. It's like, all right, dude, just, chill. Better. Still not good, but better. I mean, there's a limit to what I can do, but resolve movement is pretty fucking expensive. That should, yeah, that is a lot. That will be a lot better. Anything else I can get at? Survivor has a panel. That's interesting. Wow. Now that's interesting because that says that we only update every other frame on that. And that's not what I'm seeing. Oh, I'm seeing 9 calls to it. Jesus. So update area hint. I don't see it in the list. There it is. Okay, good. That's nearly cheap. That's nearly free. But we are spending half a millisecond setting the colour of things. Wow, that's... Should that... okay. That's a long function. Well, let's make it a bit smaller. Okay, so this just appears to be ran. Okay, that means we're too hot. That means we're too cold. Okay, so color. Actually, let's do it here. Color hazard hot call. Cold tox. So what we'll do here is we'll do hazard I really shouldn't have to do this, by the way. So what's happening is I'm basically setting all the colours as we're going through, but it's dumb enough. If I set it to green and then blue, it's invalidated it. So what happens is I set the colours all to grey, and then I decide what colour to be, like, let's say blue or something. And then we go through, we invalidate the change, so we're calling all this code here. So we redo this immediately rather than bundling up all the work at the end. Now don't get me wrong, I can be clever at this point, but I shouldn't have to be. That function should be smart. At the end of the function, has it changed? Right, let's see. Color gauge col equals color.green. Honestly, I can't. I couldn't. I can't. I'm not even sure what this is. Well, I am. It's the power usage gauge, but I forgot it went to a different colour. Hey, Brian. How's Trex, dude? Glad to hear it. Okay, so hazard hot coal equals... That should hopefully, ironically and hilariously, make a difference. I can't. Is it color 32? Slightly faster? I can't remember which is the faster one. I think it might be color 32. Love that. It's just a pure documentation without any explanation why. Use color 32, it's much faster. Yeah, I thought it might be. And they are implicitly convertible, I believe. Yeah, implicitly. Yeah. And that is... There's a color. Okay. Let's see what that does to the profiler, shall we? No, I can't do that because you can't lerp color 32s. So color 32 stores them in 8-bit depth, whereas color stores them at, well, nearly infinite precision. But if I know that I don't need that precision, for example, I'm just setting a thing directly, then this will work good. So the frame rate was about 17 standing here. I've doubled the frame rate. Better way to double the frame rate? Oh yeah, put shit in rooms. But stuff like, I don't know if you can see Arthur's text here. It used to pulse, but changing the color of the text is really expensive. What's going on there? Now, I did just change that, but I may have not quite... Mr. Bubba, I assume that's what you were talking about, this apparent slow returning, retrieving drone. That'll be... Yeah, load's okay. Probably in this case, it's because it's full. Or it has nothing to offload. Yeah, it has nothing to offload, that's why. It's retrieving it, but it's retrieving it slowly because it's not... There's nothing in it. So that'll be why. I don't know why it's returning slowly, but that does seem to be the case. Yeah, 0. Not related though, but let me just check. Holy shit, is there really a light on that? Wow. Did you transmit? Okay, I will go back and I'll fix that one again in a moment though. I put a tweak in, but I chose 10%. Maybe I should have chosen 1%. Okay, and let's do a profile grab. Oh, much better, yes. That was like, I forgot it was now. Did I note? A bunch more. Yes, we're only setting colour on 8 things. We were setting colour on like 80 things a minute ago. That's virtually free now. That's cool. Hazards is 16. Yeah, and those are all failing now. Right, what the fuck? That's good. So all those tests are failing. So I'm doing a bunch of work, which is still taking 200th of a millisecond, but I'm not passing that down. And all this is these little buttons here that fade. Something else changes color, but I don't know what it is. It might be the color of the text. Let's have a quick teleport sec. Wow. Your own time there. Something goes blue. Oh, I think it's the... Yeah, it's that bar here changes color as well. The battery use rate. Honestly, I don't think that number needs to update quite as often as it does. Again, this is what annoys me. I'm literally worrying about converting a number from one system to another. It's just ridiculous. But better. That was about a millisecond, wasn't it? I can't remember if anybody can. Was about a millisecond, I think. Now it's 0.6. Of which half of which is up. Is it a string? Yeah. Wow, look at that. Look. Allocating memory that works. Like all this little detail Nobody notices. That fixes that one. Those don't need two different things. So that should be okay. Part of this, it's responsiveness versus performance. I can easily make this cheap. I mean, I don't have to update it at all. That's the cheapest thing, but I kind of want to. We should probably store an entering CC type value. That helps. If int lr new temp not equal to int lr temp lr mr internal temp, which I can just do that here, can't I? Float lr new temp equals. Yes, mod is percentage. Yeah, percentage is the modulo operator for C#. Yeah. Right. So what I'll do now is I'll only update the temperature if it's changed by at least 1. And we don't need to do any of that. All I'll do is that one, because it should actually, no, that one should have stayed. lr new ext temp. So basically, we'll only update that one if our temperature changes by at least a degree. Okay, if int lr new. Why do I put it into another variable, which I promptly then don't use? That's probably... no, let's do that too. I might need to wind some of this back because it might be that now it just updates way too little. But it's one of those that if you're looking at it, I'd like to update it. If you're not, I don't. But I'd love to have eye tracking. I could get so much performance out just by not doing stuff unless you're looking at it. So you can see there in the top left, top right, sorry. Where's the room? Room should cause a massive disparity. But now it looks like it's just not updated. Now it's too obvious to my eye. But it's expensive to update that. It's genuinely expensive to update your strength. What I might do is just do if the difference is more than 1, because then it'll update smoothly only when you transition. So that's that one. Oh, external, yeah. So we don't need to do that. So only if the difference is more than 1 should we do that. Again, it's smoke and mirrors. I don't actually want to update it every frame. I only want to update it if it's looking different. For any of you who've ever done any string handling, you'll know that string handling is slow as balls. Balls, absolutely. And if you are in C, string handling is a nightmare. You can easily get it wrong and just crash the entire machine dead. Okay, let everything load in for a sec. Okay, let's get some more data. Well, I am doing lazy evaluation. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to actually update stuff appropriately rather than... So you can see there on the top right, that's not updating. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Once a second, I will update the harder decimal point. But if I go near a torch or near the CPH, you can see it's updating a lot. And down again. But it looks smooth. Into the room. Nice and smooth. And then it will go... It'll probably update in a second or two. To 20? No, okay. To be fair, we do have quite a lot of redundant information there. We have a bar, which kind of shows you where you should be. And then we have, like here, I can see I'm in a pretty good state. If I get close to CPH, it's fine. You know, I'm not sure about the battery usage. I think I have broken that one. It's not that one. Oh, apparently. Oh, dot value. Oh, did I? If the previous power usage is not equal to the new, I need to do that. Why not? If the previous power usage is not equal to the... Oh, that should probably... And then that and... I don't know why I'm using display usage though, because that just seems to be this one. That will probably... Oh no, that should happen on the rollover. Should do. No, the med bays heal you at double speed as long as you're in range of them. And I crash Unity. By daring to update the code files while it was running. Running out of power. Half-Life. I'm specifically making sure that Dire Wolf's world is running well because lots of people are seeing this one. Like, more people are seeing this world than any other world in a long time, and he is having serious draw distance problems. Okay, that's not working at all now. So the new power usage would be like 6 or something. So I'm saying if the previous one, which will be 0, is not equal to this one, then update. I'm just going to pop that there for a minute and see if I hate it. Well, much as I would like to beat rooms into everyone, I can't. So okay, we got the green. Oh. Okay. Previous power usage was 0. New power usage is 0.7. Okay. I might just scale both of those up by 100. Or 10 at least. It would probably have triggered almost never, but might have. Cryptic, I don't know the answer to your question. The audio is usually my clue to whether it's working or not. I currently have people watching me on Twitch, Twitter, and Mixer. Who have we got the most people at today? We have the most people today on YouTube. Hey, there we go. I don't think it's power usage. Promise, it's very hard to hurt yourself. Yeah, I'm hurt and goes green. It's fine for me. Yeah, Brian, I multi-stream to multiple places because some people don't. Some people like to watch on certain places. Okay, so that's quite low health. You're right, that does seem to be slower, by the way. I think like the first time might be wrong. That's what I'd expect there. That and then it's gone slow. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I might just. Yeah, I think it's just out of power. Like it should heal you for 150 ticks. I've no idea how Dire's powering this though. Wait, is Dire powering it? I see. Right. Attack start at exactly 100%. Well, 100 threat. I will display the power. I don't really know. It looks like it's because it should be able to store enough for 150 slash no, it should be 1500 slash 10 ticks. It should be enough for 50 seconds if full. Ah. There we go. Med bays now accept power 5 times faster than before. Yeah, all it was, you weren't filling it up in between charges. Simple as that. Master English. Oh. English. Was it master language? There we go. Apologies for that. A GV engineer of Twitch banned me from multi-streaming. Then I'm just not going to stream to Twitch and they can get fucked. I'm quite surprised in this case, by the way, that Dyer's hadn't charged up. But it should drop in power quite quickly. Meh. Oh, I'm not hurt. Doop, 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 doop. It is running out, but quite slowly. Yeah, well, Cryptic, it was a bug. I copied that postcode from somewhere else. Something else that has a charge rate of 10. Now has a charge rate of 50. Does it save? It doesn't store the data. That'll be right. So not only did it charge slowly, it also didn't serialize its information. I'm on fire tonight. Not literally. That would be bad. Oh, I need to flip into deep profiling now. I'll also save that. Yeah, so you couldn't see the power before, so you couldn't tell. But now you can. Oh yeah, I'll leave the power in. I've had Cryptic, yeah. This is the first time anyone's given me any feedback at all on the bed frame. Oh yeah, medbay. Let's just, so we don't have any errors. I haven't corrupted the world. I forgot to flip on deep profiling though. But yeah, hopefully now if I get in there, it should be fully charged. Awesome. I will now enable deep profiling. Aha. Well, I mean, Cryptic, you could have done it. It's just that you would have needed to have run the game for 3 or 4 minutes to charge it up. It would have been okay, but you needed to have not visited it for at least 3 or 4 minutes. Yes. Well, I don't know about useful in rapid Saronin, to be honest. But yeah, it is slow but useful. Being able to see the power numbers, it helps. Otherwise, you're like, there we go. I understand now. Right. Deep profiling is enabled. Where was my point where I've been standing? Always good to try and put from the same area. More or less. See what we've got, shall we? Okay, fixed behavior. Oh, survival hazard panel is yet 3/4 millisecond, so it's probably still not always going to be there, but it should now. Yeah, now it's not a consistent cost, but it's being called 8 times per frame. I don't know. What is our physics update rate then? Project settings time. Fixed time step. What the fuck? 1/0.0. 62 frames a second. So it's running at 62 frames a second. This was fixed update to get around not time stepping all this. We should store the visual frame and not do any visual stuff unless it's changed. We can end up calling this 8 or more times per frame! Exclamation mark. Like in this frame, we called to single 5 times. We did update area hint 8 times. It's just nonsense. But that's still, anything above a millisecond is an instant must look at. I like survival local temperature. Temperature tick. What? Oh, with the space. I haven't. Sorry, I haven't. I didn't order it. It's complicated. Basically, when pizza gets here, I'm going. There's 192 torches in the world. Yee. Figure out why I can do this. Okay, if LR dist is greater than LR coldest, MA torches equals null. More than 96 MOA. Don't waste time endlessly checking against it. Is it 10 seconds? Or is that a bad idea? Oh, really, Cryptic? That's stupid. I don't know why. Oh well, you're the first person to notice it in like 4 months. I think I'll be alright. So I've got in this world, I have got 192 torches, which is quite a lot, but not a huge amount. Now the problem is, I can clear away torches quite happily, but I only re-update every 1600 divided by 60, 26 seconds. So if a torch is more than 96 meters away, and I re-update that every 30 seconds, we'll say. So if the player is moving at more than 3 meters per second in a straight line, they may arrive at a torch and it might not do anything. So I already copy it out because that was already too slow. Wait, hold on. Wasn't I got transform get position 3 calls? Okay. LR dist equals 1 divided by LR dist. That's the inversion, okay. Yeah, because it's, yeah, I've inverted it. Yeah, you see, Cryptic? No. Because, annoyingly... no, I didn't. That's what you said about Falcors. Annoyingly, torches aren't entities, you see, and that is the problem more than anything else. So torches are a very old machine, and they don't have all of the same anything that a modern machine has. They don't have any low frequency update, none of that. Yeah, there are ways to do it, but currently I don't. But it's actually the searching. Springload, no, I haven't, but I have downloaded it because I would like to watch it. Yes, now I want to rewrite the system because when we started to design the system, we were like, oh, maybe we could have 1,000 machines. We could have 1.5 million machines on a decent rig. So we were very, very wrong in our estimate of how many, how much we could simulate. Like, way off. I mean, I can definitely... I'm sure I can cull things greater than 128 meters. And what I'll do is I'll say if it's greater than 1,600 equals 0. And what I'll do, if I dump a torch, advance quicker towards the next re-get. Should still be quicker though. But really, I need to write this in a totally different system. No cryptic, because it'll be way beyond your... You wouldn't see it. I mean, it's bigger than a Mark III laser by a substantial thing, so... In theory, I could draw it, but you wouldn't miss it. Okay. Oh, you mean the beacons? Sorry. Press F9. Someone type there. Press F9. Yeah. Well, the thing is, Steve, the range is 16 meters. I can draw the 16 meters. It's just that sometimes they'll pick it up in advance. Now, imagine if I actually rendered the range, I'd immediately get the questions, why is it different at that side than the other? Because it would obviously pick up things from up to 17 meters more in one direction than the other. I've always said at least 16 meters. Assume it's 16 and you're fine. Come on, torches. Oh, that's way better. Oh, no reference exception. No, it's not. Bugger. Line 124. What? Oh, right, yeah. Do an immediate update. I was like, yeah, I spit it up. Only by not executing any of the code. Where's my cursor? Indicate the number of possible Falcors. No. You have to try quite hard to have a Falcor out of range of a beacon, though. Like, you would have to build your beacons all out of one side of your base, like by quite a way, and then quite a way out the other. You would need to have all your Falcors. Well, I'd be very surprised if you managed it. I think it's 256 meters. Right, let's see what we got. Much better. I think it's still pretty shit, though. Not too sure what I can do. Oh, it's still ticking 3 times a frame. It's ticking 3 times a frame. Yeah, about right. Really, this shit needs to be in the entity manager. It really does. And I just go, hello, what's the closest torch? It's 9 o'clock and that's a bit beyond the scope for today, I reckon. This is a stupid function to be optimizing. The Falcors don't render if you are a certain distance from the CPH. Well, yeah. They're not, yeah. entirely possible. But that's just because they're probably outside of the render range. Shouldn't the render range be same as the pickup range? No? Why? What? Rendering has nothing to do with simulation. That's why when people tell me like stuff acts different in the code cavern when you're there, I'm like, there's no code that cares. That's just not a thing. So I can probably optimize this bit. Ah. Oh, we don't have an update. Oh, we do. We don't have a threaded update. Oh, we're about to. I'll stick it on a thread. I just can't save it. And we're talking about half a millisecond. It's not necessarily a cheap thing either. Where the hell is the... Does it not have it? Okay. Yeah, so node worker. Ah, yeah, internal update. Do I mean the node worker? No, probably not. Ironically, in this particular case, it could probably go on any thread I like. Threaded up there. There we go. Is that interesting? What's that? Oh, that's the new one. I'm doing it. I'm going to thread it. Did I hear Fortnite's offering scholarships? Did I hear that Fortnite's making too much fucking money? But yeah, unfortunately, in this particular world, Dyer's got well over 200 of these fucking things. How high is the clearing, Ray? Alright. It's about the same height that mobs give up and just fly through walls. So I want to do monitor dot no. Actually, I can just entity manager dot register torchlight entity. Now this. Hey, at least I'm threading something. Like there's no better update. It means there's a lot of code in there, you see, that's kind of all geared towards making stuff a bit less responsive, but in exchange, it saves performance. I was supposed to have a meeting today. I totally just remembered. monitor dot lock monitor or if monitor dot try enter LA torches. Oh, what? That's called enter, isn't it? So we'll do a soft lock. So what I'm doing here is I'm saying, hello, I'd like access to this thing, but I don't really care if I don't get it. I'll just grab it again in a third of a second. And yeah, and I had a meeting with my publisher today and I completely and totally forgot. Okay. Right. That's not the hard bit. The hard bit is is it? Yeah. Actually, I can just, yeah, I can do it like that and like that. Make it a static function. Public static void and if instance equals null. So what I'm doing here is I'm using another thread to do the heavy lifting on this calculation. What? No, Serena, I've not ordered pizza. Just my housemate brings me pizza on a Tuesday, so when they get back, I get pizza. That's how it works. If I'd ordered pizza, no one ever said I ordered pizza. You made that up, you see. There's your problem. So don't worry about it. No pizza is coming. I will let you know when I'm expecting to go. I will need a drink soon because I'm thirsty. I've done some quite risky changes today, but they're all good. They're all good. And this is the correct place. The entity manager is the correct place for this, so that's good. So deregister torch. Because I can just calculate all of them to every frame quite happily. There's no problem with doing it off on a thread. It doesn't matter whether it takes half a millisecond. Well, I'm taking the risk for frame rate, and frame rate was my first love, and it will be my last. Okay, so okay, if persistent settings dot headless server turn. Oh, looks like in about 15 minutes, guys. Oh, I'm so hungry. So we won't be doing any of this. This will all go. And we won't be doing any of this. This will all go. So. Ta-da! Instead of lrdist, it's just simply entity manager dot torch. Distance to nearest torch. Done. So if I comment that out, done. Cross fingers, see where it goes wrong. Half a millisecond saved on the main thread central calculation tonight's patch. This is honestly more impressive than it sounds. While it compiled. Yeah, I'll upload the build, yeah. I need to get this build good and stable by Thursday, because Direwolf's streaming it, you see. I'm going to guess no. No actual errors, though. Oh, I actually forgot to do the calculation. I've hooked it all up to a potential future calculation, but I've not actually done it yet. Really? That's a terrifying thing to be storing. Yeah, I guess it is. Ooh, I wonder if I can get that off until the... Oh. So the torches still have to exist as Unity side machines. I can't fix that without massive reworking, but there's nothing stopping me simply not doing that calculation there and pushing it in. I can do that. You can't stop me. I can probably save a whole bunch of stuff. Oh. Anyway, that's not going to happen tonight. I will probably do that tomorrow. All I need to do now is work out the vector of the player. Ironically, I need to convert I don't think I have the torch entity's location. I have no actual idea where these torches are, you see. Gotta make sure it gets the right way around. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What am I talking about? Nope. But yeah, I think I can save a whole bunch more CPU time. The more I push onto threads, the better. I mean, it's just that simple. But yeah, I will push this into the torch. Well, probably tomorrow, given the time and all that. But yeah, that's an excellent way of. This is kind of what the new Unity stuff does. Is it allows you to do what I'm doing here, but not quite so clunkily. Right, so that should update that one. That should do that one. float lr best dist equals float.max. Stream until pizza. What does it say? Oh, yeah, well, close enough. Okay. If LR dist is less than LR best dist, LR best equals LR dist. Cool. And then at the end of it, closest torch, distance to nearest torch equals LR best dist. Oh, well, Unity just died on me here. Now, I have a funny feeling I know what this is going to be. And again, Unity should really catch it and go, oh, don't you dare. Hey, Rotten. I'll run it again. I have a funny feeling I've messed up the locks. In which case you will not get a patch tonight. Performance. School IT Pro, there is still snow in the world. So, yes. There we go. And Unity's died on me, but at least I know what the issue is. 1, 3, 2, 4. If game state dot player spawn that had false return. There we go. I didn't mess up the locks. I just hadn't waited for the player to spawn. So, Rotten Frog, don't forget, there is always an updated patch note list. I've done a whole bunch of performance fixes, a whole bunch of robot stuff. And today, quite importantly, I have been optimizing Dire Wolf's World. Because, well, to be fair, optimizations help anyway. I don't know if it works because my temperature will be something. Not so far. Doesn't look like. I've been optimizing Dire Wolf's world because it's a big pile of shite. Distance to nearest torch. Oh. Did I get the wrong way around? If dist is better than bestest. So that means bestest is a big number. Oh, now dist is a very big number. Ah, okay. The issue is where I think the torch is. I think the torch is about all of the light years away, which means that... Yeah, thank you. Oh, we already do it there. Like, well, I'll use it. I'm fairly sure this one works because I use this one to work out how deep underground it is. He is still streaming it over Mixer, yes. But he's been having draw distance issues. He streams every Sunday and Thursday. Oh, fuck's sake, Unity. What now? Sometimes you touch the debugger and it doesn't take you there, so you don't know where it... There we go. How many torches have we got? 62. That's good. What's our current distance to torch? 19. Okay, that looks like I've got it then. Yep, there we go. We've still got an issue. Oh yeah, cool. I need to do the rest of the calculations now. Okay, so LR dist equals 1 divided by, okay, yeah, so microphone's in the way. Oh, looks like that's my food. So I may push the build later, but I'm going to go eat now. So thank you for watching, guys. I will be around briefly tomorrow, and it's a garage day tomorrow. So I will see you for at least some tomorrow. Bye.